Woohoo! Wow, look at all the people here. Yay! Woohoo! Yay! Marcy, Kathy, Cleopatra, Marie made it. Yay, Marie. Good to see ya. I think this is the first, well, maybe the second time that Marie's been able to be on. So welcome, guys. Good to see you guys.
Thank you.
Can you hear me, Marie? Let's see. Your microphone's not working. Alejandro's coming in. You want to try it again, Marie? Now you turned your mic off. You turned your video off. Oh, that was Marcy. Sorry. Just try unplugging your headphones or whatever and plug them back in. See if that there you go. There you go. Try now.
Okay, now you can hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Yeah. Woohoo. I see Alejandro's made it. Yay.
Hi, MJ.
Hey, how are you?
All right, all right. Good to be on.
Yeah.
Know
Good
that,
to have you.
Yeah, that group I'm a part of, they take off.
They did what?
They take the summer months off, so there's going to be no meeting
Oh.
Tuesday for this month and next month. That's why I can't get on.
Yeah,
But
I know.
It's like, oh, such a conflict, you know?
Yeah,
But
you got to decide who's more important, MJ or somebody else, right?
Yeah.
That's a tough decision.
I may have to alternate months. That's what I'll do.
Yeah,
You're in port.
if that meeting's only once a month, you know, here comes Sandra. Yay, Sandra's coming in. Woohoo. Wow, I'm so excited, guys. God, I don't know what to say. I'm tingling with excitement. Man, this is incredible. I got 3 notices of people that couldn't come, and then I started getting kind of down like, okay. And I told Kiska, I said, well, Kiska, this might be a short meeting tonight because I don't think anybody's going to be here. Shame on me. I mean, look at this. This is incredible. And Kathy.
Who's all here?
Yeah, well, we've got Cleopatra, Marie, Marcy, Kathy's here, and Alejandro's here, Sandra. And Kathy's not on camera. I don't know if she's going to be bashful tonight or whatever, because I know everybody wants to get to meet her, so maybe she'll come on. And
You've got 7 here. That's good.
yeah, it's incredible. I had 3 cancellations, so if they had come, we'd have 10 here. There's Kathy. Yay! There's beautiful Kathy's face. Kathy's, I just want to kind of briefly introduce you to Kathy. She's new to the network marketing industry, and she is just rocking it. I mean, she's incredible with the health journey that she's been on and where she's taking herself with the company that she's with. So we're just really excited about her and supporting her in any way that we can. And yeah, it's good to have her here. And Marie, I don't know that much about Marie. I think Marie came on one of my first sessions.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and I don't think we heard from you. I don't think we had any intro from you or anything. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, I'm Marie Mitchell, and I'm here to learn what I can learn.
Okay, well, what do you, I mean, you're an entrepreneur?
Yes.
Okay, so what?
4%.
Oh, you're with 4%. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So
So is that the
busy
only
building my
industry
hub.
that you're in?
Yes, as of now. I've been a realtor for 30 years and I've just retired.
Okay.
So that's in my past.
Okay. Yeah, but you got a lot of education, a lot of learning, a lot of selling, I'm sure, skills that you learned from that industry for sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
It-
that
but
you
it-
can.
It just got to be too much legal stuff. And I said, let the young people do it. I don't want to anymore.
Yeah, that, you know, I think
I missed what you were doing, Marie.
I was a realtor for 30
No,
years.
you were, but now what you're doing?
Now I'm entrepreneur. I'm trying to get started online, building my hub. I'm with 4%.
Oh, what's 4%?
Would you like, Marie, would you like to tell them what 4% is? I will give you opportunity to practice here. Pretend everybody here is a prospect and you're going to tell them what you do. It'll
It
give you a
is
good practice.
Online educational system that teaches you how to be an entrepreneur, affiliate marketing, and you can, whatever you want to sell, you can build your own hub. And, you know, I mean, if you already are into online dieting of some sort, you could just use all the education and everything goes with just whatever you have to sell, or you
Oh.
can sell their products if you want to. So
Yeah, explain a tiny bit about what you mean by hub.
hub is a home online. It is a more than a website. It is I guess a website is as close as is for you can imagine what it is. You can build it and everybody goes, you can, when you advertise, they go to your URL, your domain name, and it goes to your hub. And
But what would you have on that hub that makes it a hub? What are just some of the ideas that you can have?
Oh, I mean, there's pictures and other ways, like if you're with different companies that sub companies, you might say you are collaborating with other companies. Like for instance, there's it's called 7K Metals, and we are affiliated with them, and we sell their products. So it all goes through my hub.
Go ahead, Marie. Sorry.
That's okay. It just, I don't know, does that, you understand what it is now?
Oh, I do. I mean, I know I'm part of 4%. I was just trying to give you, okay, what this coachathon does, Marie, it's an opportunity for online entrepreneurs to come together, to meet with me, get coaching, practice the skill. In other words, do some role play in trying to learn how to get the yes from that prospect when they're trying to make that sale. Because I know a lot of entrepreneurs struggle with getting the sale.
Right. Yes.
So you can come into this monthly meeting and get help with whatever it is you need. So if you want to come in and just role play, you want to come in and practice. And I was just trying to give you an opportunity because I know you said you were in real estate. Now you've retired. Now you're jumping into a whole new world where
That's
you're
for sure.
learning, and it's called 4%.
Mhm.
So if you were speaking to an audience that had no idea what 4% was, it gives you an opportunity to kind of sort of get your I help statement, you know, as a
Yeah.
4%er, I help whatever, you know, and I know what it is, but I was just giving you an opportunity to explain a hub, because when you say a hub to people, sometimes they go, what the heck are you talking
That's
about?
a hub.
But when you
Yeah.
say website, now they go, okay, now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But you and I both know the website design that we're working with is a whole lot more than just a website.
Right.
And so I just wanted to give you that opportunity to, did anybody have questions of Marie that you'd like to ask them? Ask of her? Anybody? Okay, Cleo, let's see. You'll have to unmute yourself. Do you see the okay? Go ahead and unmute, Cleo. There you go.
There.
Okay.
Got it. First of all, welcome. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
So tell me why I would go to your website. Why would I? Now, I have my own business. myself. So why would I come to your website?
That's a good question. You would come to my website because I could hook you up with a way for you to make money online. Going through, we've got a wonderful educational, it teaches you everything you ever wanted to know.
About,
And,
but be specific,
about
Marie, about
being-
affiliate
being
marketing.
affiliate marketing,
Yeah.
or, you know, getting having a home online.
Okay, so if I have my own website, would I need what you offer? I'm just playing devil's advocate here because I guess I'm trying to get to, if I have my own business, my own website, why do I need a home that you offer, I guess?
Well, probably for what I'm told by, I mean, there's must be 300,000 people on there that are using 4% website. And they are telling me that that is so much easier and it's less expensive than the than typical website that you might have to pay $50,000-$60,000 for. It's called eStage, and it's just, if somebody like me at my age can learn all the techie stuff that, you know, I'm able to do it, so everybody else could too.
So it's an educational system
Yes,
that
it
can
is.
help any entrepreneur?
Yes, and it doesn't matter what you sell. You can set it up. I think I listened to the replay from last month, and you said you've got makeup or something, skincare.
Yes, skincare.
Skincare, and you could use 4% to set up your own website, just as we have all done.
Yeah, the other thing, Cleo, that you could do with this hub is your website is a company-based website, right? Or do you have your own personal.com website?
It's my own personal
Okay.
website, but that has my name in it,
Mhm.
but it'll take them to my company's place
Okay. Yes.
where they can research products, skincare, what we have to offer. So, but it's my own website that was created when I became a consultant. But it takes them to my company. And if somebody decides to purchase something because they use my link, then I would get credit, a commission based on what they would buy.
Right. But is that site something the company that you represent created? Or did you have it built for you?
No, it
Okay.
wasn't built for me.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So what Marie's talking about is 4% is actually a hub. It's a website that you designed and create, and you could also link it to your company website. So you can have it all in one place. Let's say you're involved in multiple opportunities. You can have a blog on that website. So it's a place where you'd have one place to send the people, and then they would be able to go wherever it is they wanted to go. If, you know, a lot of people are selling cryptocurrency, they're selling gold and silver, they're selling personal products, health products, and you can put it all on one location where you go there and now you can jump around. It's kind of like going to a mall. You walk into the store, it's the mall, and you go in all the rooms that are available and can have different opportunities within that hub, that center. And because it's 4%, you also have access to some of the training that is provided for it. It's basically, if you're an affiliate marketer, there's no other training in the world you'll ever need on how to be a successful affiliate marketer. And there's masterminds, there's all kinds of stuff going on in there. So that's what it is.
Thank you.
I have to leave early.
Okay.
I hear the horn honking. So
Okay.
I apologize for leaving
Well,
But-
thank you so much for being here, Maria. I'm just so
All right.
happy to have you here, and I hope you'll come back next month.
Okay, I'll try. Thank you.
Okay, all right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. All righty. So I know Kathy, were you going to try to jump in here and introduce yourself and maybe give us a little bit more updated on where you're at in your journey and if there's any specific thing that you have questions about? Because I know that you are new to the industry and you've got some pretty high qualified network marketers in this group right now that might be able to help with anything that you have questions about with network marketing or struggling with where you're at. And I know you already have your company team that you're a part of and they do trainings with you too.
Oh, yeah, yep. So yeah, I do, I'm selling health and wellness. I'm in the middle of getting supper now, so that's why I'm kind of in and out here. So
Oh, okay.
just kind of trying to do both two things and multitasking.
Yeah.
But no, the biggest concern or the biggest issue that I have right now is just getting people to say, yeah, I get tons of interest, and then nobody, just closing that sale is where I struggle the most.
Yeah. Can you give us an example of one of the situations where you took them from, was it a cold lead or a warm lead?
A little bit of both.
Okay, so take us through one of the cold leads. You warmed them up. Tell us how you did that, where the conversation went, and what, so we can maybe help you figure out what your, what do they call it? Can't think of the word, but go ahead and give us the journey of that
Bottleneck.
prospect.
I think you're looking for bottleneck.
Bottleneck. Yeah, that's it, Sandra. Thank you.
So I talked with them online. I met them online, started just some general conversations. Then I led into getting them, interested in what I'm doing, my journey. So then after that, I talked a little bit about what I was doing, invited them to one of the websites. They were interested, at least that's what they had said. But then once, I invited them to the website, I don't know that they even ever actually looked at it, but it just seemed like they lost interest at that point.
Cleopatra, have you got any thoughts on that? Okay.
I
Do
do.
you want to go ahead?
Sure, I'm specifically interested. You said you got them to the website. Did they request to go, like, did they ask for a link? Were they interested in what you were selling? Or like what conversation led to you saying you got them to the website? Because I think that's really important to know because do you remember the kind of conversation you had where you offered them a link to a website?
Yeah, I asked them if they were interested in what I'm doing. They said they were interested. They asked if I could give them more information. So then
Okay.
I gave them the link and I said, this is, the link where you can go in, do an assessment, see what products work for you. It gives you all the products that we have and all about the products. I had talked with them previously about some of the things that the products do.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
don't know. I think a lot of it comes down to they look at it and then they kind of shy away from wanting to spend money. That's, I think, what the
Okay.
biggest issue is.
Just a couple of recommendations. First of all, I might change my language a little bit. And I might say something like, might you be open to take a look to see what I do? And I don't know with your company if whether or not you are more inclined to offer an opportunity first or a product. Do you know what your company wants you to do first?
They're either or. I guess they really haven't. I mean, they really want us to get more team members in there too, but I try to just get them to look at the products first before I say, hey, you could be in this team, because I want them to be able to like the product and be part of that, want to be using that product before, otherwise they're not going to want to sell it.
Okay.
Makes sense?
That's a good vantage point. I know that some of the training that I have had, and let me ask you this, can you tell me what you sell? I'm curious.
Yeah, we sell, basically it's supplements. We have all different kinds of supplements to help with different, with sleep, with pain, with inflammation, with, we have protein shakes. So we have a whole line of different types of products to help with different types of issues that people might be having.
Okay, I guess maybe in the conversation that you're having with this particular person and asking some very pointed questions, that might be very helpful then to know whether they're open to an opportunity, or they're open, if they're looking, they have a pain, a problem of some sort. And then you would know what direction to lead them into. And if you have somebody's interested because they, gas is expensive now, groceries are expensive now. So if you can zero in on what their pain or problem is, then you kind of know which direction to lead them into. That would be my suggestion, and if you get to a point where, I always like asking the question, are you open versus are you interested? Because when you tell them, when you ask them, are you interested? They could say, no, I'm not interested. But nobody doesn't like to come across as not being open. So sometimes it's the verbiage too that you use that might help you along the way. And then maybe if somebody doesn't, when you say you give them the link, do you do a follow-up? Do you follow up in a couple of days to see, what did you like about what you saw? Okay, because that's a very positive, open-ended question. What did you like about what you saw? Because if you ask that question in that particular way, you're going to get a positive response, hopefully. Well, I like this, or I like that. Really? Okay, would you like to try? So you're leading them in a very guided way to get someone to bite.
Yeah. And a lot of times, Kathy, if there's one specific product that you're using that's really helping you in your health, because now you're going to be the expert on that product, because you've been using it, you've been getting the results, what you've been doing and how it's been helping you. And when you speak to that prospect who may have if it's a weight loss problem, or if it's a high blood pressure, whatever that problem is that your product's helping you with, and you just start asking those questions, about, well, tell me a little bit more about you. What is your health like? Do you have whatever? If they have, let's say, for example, it's a weight loss problem. And then you can express to them, I've been taking this product for however long. I've been on a challenge for 21 days and I lost this much or whatever. My energy is so awesome and incredible. I feel like maybe this is something that could help you. Would you be open to talking a little bit about it, or whatever? But you got to find out what it is that they struggle with that your products can help. And I think the number one thing that the newbies do is, let me send you a link. That's the number one mistake that they always make. And then they get frustrated because they're not getting the sale. When the truth is, you have to get to know what that prospect is really struggling with. Know your products. Go to that product and, okay, listen, there may be something here that might help you. And then you got to know your products. So, and the other piece that a lot of these companies do is for their newbies, which you are, team them up with another person. And when you get someone that you're speaking with, to say, well, would you have a minute to get on a 3-way call with my whatever? So they can help you learn how to do this selling process.
Yeah. Yeah, we do that. I do have, we also have, twice a week, we have some of our top leaders come on a Zoom and they do an overview of all the products, what they do, and the business. And I've invited several people to that too, but I have not had anybody actually watch it yet. So I
So
think a
is-
three-way would be better.
Yeah, is that a live situation or is it a recorded
No, it's
situation?
a live.
Okay, so you have been inviting people to come to a live. Cleopatra, knock me down if I'm wrong, but to me, I think those types of situations are more for the business builder, the person that's looking for the opportunity, right? As opposed to someone that might be interested in just buying the product.
A lot
So
of times,
again, you have to know that prospect. What is it they're struggling with? Do they have an economical situation in their life that they need an extra income? If they need an extra income, how driven are they to make a change? If that's not the case, if it's a health issue and they're just so sick and tired of being sick and tired, are they ready to take the action they need to take to spend that money to make a difference in their life? And then again, if you don't have a product guarantee, where like let's say they get the product and the first time they take the product, they start sneezing and coughing and they have a bad reaction to it. Now they're stuck with the product, or do they have a guarantee, money back guarantee, so that you can give them that security before you ever send them to a website? And even I highly recommend getting on a Zoom session with them one-on-one and share your screen, take them to your website, give them a walkthrough, which is, I'm sure your leaders are teaching you how to do that.
Yeah, they haven't showed me to do that, but that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Because this is your business. This is your company. You build it the way it works best for you.
how long have you been in this business?
About not quite 6 months.
Okay,
Yeah,
still young.
She's pretty new. Yeah. Yeah, she is. Yeah, but she's doing great. She's really doing great with getting her stuff out there. She's not being shy at all. So she's doing good.
Good
So,
luck.
but we're here to help you, here to support you. And again, you're in Focus on Facebook group. There's some great training in there if you have time to get in there, especially about knowing your products, making sure that you create a binder or whatever, pull down the data, print it out and have it in a book. And when you're talking to that client, you can flip through it and sit right there and read the ingredients or read whatever it is that you need to do to help yourself until you can get it memorized. But again, I highly recommend focusing on one product that you've got the experience. Start getting your language out to those people that product helps. Those people that need that product will come back to you. Now you're going to do very well because you're the expert on that product because you're using it.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. That's what I would suggest to help get you started. Okay, Sandra, you got something you want to add?
No, I just put it in the chat that I had just a half hour, but I wanted to pop in and say hello and keep up the good work. Talk to you later.
Sandra, I appreciate you being here. I hope you'll come back. Maybe, if you're not here for very long, just let me know right away if there's something that you wanted to share with everybody or you came to get.
Yep. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
No,
All righty.
fine.
Good
Take
to
care.
see you. Thanks for being here.
Good to see everyone. Bye-bye.
Same here. Bye. Okay. Okay, Kathy. So anything else that
No. Not that I can think
think
about.
of? Okay. Do you see at all where that bottleneck is in the conversation?
Yeah. Yep.
The other thing, if I could make another suggestion, being really prepared ahead of time before you're speaking to someone, you always know that there's going to be the possibility of objections of some kind.
Right.
And, knowing how to deal with objections when they bring something up, that you have a response to that. And there's a specific way that you can deal with each objection that works favorably, for you. So it's a matter of knowing that if they say this, like, for example, I'm too busy. Okay, that could be an objection. Let's say somebody is interested in the opportunity and they say, I'm too busy. Then there's something that you can say, exactly, I'm really busy too, but that's why you need this, because you want to create more time, okay, for yourself. Okay, so I mean, there's ways to handle certain things. So being prepared with how to deal with an objection is also really important when it comes up, because I know that a lot of people lose prospects because they don't know how to deal with objections as well.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've got a team leader that you're working under that you can,
Yeah.
that's holding your hand.
Kind of, yeah, yeah.
Okay. But I would definitely be using that as much as possible, because your success is that person's success.
Right.
And if they're
Right.
not willing to help you, that's hard for you. That's not fair to you. You know?
Yeah.
So, and the more they do, the more they learn, the more they learn, the more you learn. The more you
Right.
do, the more you learn. So, but
Yep.
yeah, feel free to drop questions in the Focus on Facebook group. Everybody there is very cordial and helpful. And there's no such thing as a dumb question. And the other thing that the group has is if you set up a post and you're kind of bashful and you're feeling, there's no reason for you to feel like it's going to make somebody's going to criticize you. But if you have that feeling, it's okay. No judgment. That's perfect. That's fine. You can create your question post and set it as anonymous. I'm the only one that will know who wrote that post. But many people in the group may be able to assist and help you with an answer. Okay?
Yep.
So you can also do that. Okay. All right. And I don't have restrictions in that group on content that's being posted because I watch it. Most of the people are gracious and they understand the group rules. If they come in and they don't do what they're supposed to, I get them right away and notify them. They get one warning. And if it happens again, they're removed from the group. So it's a safe space. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sounds great. All right. Anybody else here that would like to have something that we need to help them with, or a celebration, something that they worked on this week that they tested out and they got great results? Maybe Cleopatra, Alejandro, maybe Amy or Marcy. How things going with you guys? Anybody?
Hey. Well, I'll tell you,
Yeah, you're not coming in very good, Alejandro.
You're breaking up.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
breaking up
probably.
really bad.
Yeah. All right, I'll try.
Where are you at?
We're getting like every 3 words, and now nothing.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just getting home. So let me see if I can change my Wi-Fi over to the home Wi-Fi.
Okay. Your mic's off, so. Okay. What about Amy? What's going on with Amy? Anything new and exciting? Or Marcy?
Are they there?
Yeah, Amy's
I
coming on.
am, yeah, nope, I'm just jotting down my ideas. Like I say, I think I messaged you, Martine, about my epiphany that I had the other day or posted in the group. So I'm just getting my outline and my plans. And then
Okay.
I'm listening to you guys and I'm getting more clear in my outline and plans with this meeting tonight. So very helpful.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. So you don't have any specific situations that you are having a quandary over or anything?
Not too much yet, 'cause I'm
Okay.
still in the planning with the website. Like a year or two ago, I guess it's 2 years ago, I did sign up and I have a GoDaddy domain.
Mm.
However, I don't know what to do or how anything is that, and all I have is this subscription every year to renew or something. And
Yeah,
I'm like, I need
I
to
bet
do
you it's
something with that.
expensive.
It's like $20. It's not terrible,
Well, that's
but
good.
still,
So is it,
yeah.
what's the domain?
Well, it's when I was gonna put together
No, I know,
my
but what is it?
wellness group.
Is it Happy and
Like-
Change? What is it?
No, it's not. That's actually what I would prefer it to be.
Well, I'd let it go
is the
then.
Happy and Change. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to cancel it and how to get out of the
You have
subscription.
to, okay, I had a bad
Probably
experience
call
with
them.
GoDaddy. You have to go into your account and you have to go in and say you do not want the renewal. If you're paying
Yeah.
annually, you have to go in and say, I do not want to renew, and you're stuck. If you just paid it, you're stuck.
Oh yeah, no, it's due again in September.
Okay,
so
yeah, so
I'm
just
coming
go
around
into
on my
your
end.
account and just say, I do not want to renew. That's the only way that you can cancel it.
Yeah, and then listening earlier, then I was like, well, because I explored the Happy and Change different the .club or .shop, or they have a lot of different options to do, and then just listening as that landing page, and that's kind of on my list to chat with you about.
Okay,
But I don't think I'm quite there ready to build that. I mean, I've
Yeah.
built a website in the past for my photography page,
yeah,
but this is definitely different than pictures. My goal at this point in time. So
yeah. Yep, we can have
but
that
yeah, no, I'm
conversation.
getting a good outline for like my group, and then the plan and the schedule and the information to do like informational lives in the weekly and stuff like that. So I'm getting my outline and my purpose and a bit of a plan, so I can start with information to keep going and then keep building.
Okay.
Versus
Okay.
being like, well, I'm gonna do this week and then have nothing to
Yeah.
go on after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
So I'm building my planner book.
gotcha. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, we'll talk about it in was it this week? Yeah, this week. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Sounds great. Marcy says things are slow. Okay, Marcy, do you want to come on and see what we can do about that? You there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about, what do you mean things are slow? Why are they slow? What's going on?
I think it's just that people are not spending money right now because of gas prices and vacations and stuff.
Okay. Why do you say that? What
Because-
actions are you taking that makes you believe that?
Well, I'm being consistent and doing what I always do,
Okay.
but I feel that interaction is a little slow because of that, because people say they're away on vacations or
Oh, they are saying
You
they're
know.
away. Okay.
right, yeah.
Okay. So when you say that you're doing the same things, that's gotten you results in the past, right?
hmm
Okay. Are you adding new prospects? Are you getting a new audience every day, every week?
I have been adding some, yes.
Okay.
I've been doing different vendor events and gaining some new prospects, but
Okay. Okay. All right. So are you still taking action? You're just not
Yes.
getting responses. Okay. Okay. So you're not allowing that to hold you back and keep you from doing your, I would say, normal daily operations. You're still prospecting, you're still putting out content, you're still speaking to the audience. Because when we start talking about the economy and get that mindset of, well, nobody's going to want to buy my product because gas is so high. Right there, you've put out a negative vibration into the universe that keeps people from purchasing. Whereas if you have that positive mental attitude of people need tea. They love tea. Tea is good and healthy for them and they enjoy it. And you keep that positive mental attitude and positive response about your products. It will attract those people that want what you have to offer. So you got to be really careful in your mindset that what you're thinking is not a negative thought. And if it is, like, you're saying, people are on vacation. Well, that's okay. People go on vacation, but they're not on vacation for the whole summer. You just keep checking back. And then when you talk about gas is so high, well, that's not going to change. It's kind of like COVID hit and everybody that was in the industry decided to stop selling their products to people because nobody's going to buy because they're not going to go out and go shopping. So why would, it didn't even make sense to me when people would say, well, I'm not going to try to sell my products because people are hurting right now because of COVID. They can't go to work. They can't do this. They can't do that. That's not the decision for us to make. So we have to keep that positive mental attitude and put out the positive vibrations and vision and see the world that you live in has people that are buying tea. They have people that are buying planners. You have people that need what you have to offer and they're going to come to you. As long as you're doing the actions and taking the action steps to do what you're doing, keep doing it until you start doing something that's been what you've been doing and now it's not working. And so, if it's a short period of time, then maybe think a little bit about, can you change up some of your action steps into something else? Or are you just going to continue to do something for 8 months that you've been doing? It hasn't been working for 8 months. You see what I'm saying? So just make sure that you be very cautious about your thoughts and the words that you use. Okay. And see how that works.
Gotcha.
Okay. Okay. What about Alejandro? You going to see if you can talk now or if you're still kind of underwater? Oh, Cleo?
Yeah, I just have a quickie question.
Okay.
It's about, I set my SMART goal for the next 3 months, that what I want to try and accomplish.
Wait. What you're going
That I
to
want to
accomplish.
accomplish.
What you're
Okay,
going
I'm-
to accomplish. What
okay,
you're going
I'm
to.
amending. Okay, we both went to say it at the same time. I caught myself.
Good.
Okay, just as you leaned in, I leaned in to amend. Just a quick question, just from your experience, because part of the 12-week year is to set your 3-year goal, your 1-year goal, and your 12-week goal. I just wanted to ask the question, and at my upline, they keep on disappearing. So I don't have somebody immediate to go to ask this question, but I just wondered, I just worked on my 12-week SMART goal, but you have to think about what your 1 year and your 3 year is, correct? So I'm having a little trouble because I don't know if I base it on where I want to be in my business. So I'll give you an example.
Okay.
So the goal is to reach level 5.
Okay.
And then there's add-ons after that. Okay.
So that
So
goal
I
of
don't-
level 5 is what? Your 5-year, your 3-year, or your 12-week?
I don't think it's possible to do it in 12 weeks.
Okay, so that's why I asked that. So
Right.
we're looking at the 3-year goal?
I could do it possibly in a year, but it might take 3 years. I'm not sure. And at this point, it just
Okay,
depends on.
Okay. Hold time out. Okay, so when you say, the best thing I suggest for you to do is you look at that level 3. What is it? What is the level 3? Okay. And then go 3 years. Okay. If I want to reach there in 3 years, you say, okay, level 3 is this. Where am I at right now? What do I have to do? Because you're going to go reverse engineer it. You're going to have to go, what do I have to do? And you start the math with this amount of money. And this is where I'm at. And I've been consistent here at this level. So now to reach this other level, I have to be doing this and break it out by, you can break it out by, once you get that amount, then you're going to look at it and say, okay, I think you have to look at that and then look at it and go, okay, if you think you can get it done in 12 months, reverse engineer it and break it out by the month, then break it down by the week. Okay.
I get that. I get
Okay.
that piece of reverse engineering it.
Mhm.
And here's how many people I have to get in, how many,
Okay.
how many, I understand that,
Okay.
but it's hard for me to visualize
Okay.
what it might be in 3 years. Where would I be in 3 years? I'm hoping that in 1 year, I'll get to that level 5 because I'm going to work my butt off. But so do you just anticipate accomplishing that, and then you re-examine your 1 year goal, and if for some reason you need more time, I just don't know what I say that I want to have happen in 3 years, then if I accomplish this in a year, I guess is my question. There is beyond level 5 where you become, you get into a higher position within your company.
Right.
So, but in not knowing where I'm going to end up in a year yet, do I just assume I'm going to get to level 5 because that's what I want to work for in 1 year?
I mean, that's your choice. It's all a part of what you want to achieve. I want to achieve level 5 in 12 months. Okay, let's do this. So then you reverse engineer. What do I have to do to get there in a year? Okay. And then if you can just throw out there 3 years from now, I want to be at level 6, or 3 years, I want to be out at level 8, or whatever. You're just going to throw that out there. You're going to throw that. I want to have $10 million in my bank account in 10 years. You see what I'm saying? You just put that out there, then you break it down a little bit. But if your focus right now is hitting level 5, you think you can do it in 12 months. So break it down into 12 months. When you've broken it down into that 12 months, you're going to be able to look at it and you're going to be able to say, how does that feel? Is that something that you can do? Are you committed? Well, I don't know. It might take me 18 months. You know what I'm saying? So now adjust it.
Right.
Just
So you
to
monitor
18 months and then break it down. It's got to feel good. It's got to be, even though it's measurable, it has to be attainable. So you want to make it something way out there, because you're going to get frustrated and disgusted with yourself trying to reach that goal. And then this is the way I do it. If you've got this set up for your 12 weeks, which is 90 days. I mean, 90 days, right? So you've broken it down, and you at the end of your 90 days, you're going to review it and see, where am I at with reaching my goal for the year? Because there's 4 of those 90-day sections in that year. So now if you met that, so you're breaking it down to 12 weeks, but you got to break it down to each month, each quarter, each week, each day, everything you're going to do. And as you're starting to do that and things are starting to happen, you're going to be able to say, I need to reduce it down a little bit, because I'm not going to be able to, you don't want to set yourself up for failure. And you're not going to say, I'm a failure, I didn't do it. No, that's not the point. The point is, you have a goal, you're working to reach that goal. And as that changes, you can adjust it, and it's okay to adjust it.
I know that, and you monitor and then you adjust, and it's okay. And I am of the mindset, I have a very positive mindset in the sense that if for some reason it has to be, like you said, attainable.
Yes.
And working really hard, it is possible because I know people that have done this in a year.
Yes,
So
but don't
I'm not
compare.
comparing.
Do
I'm
not.
not comparing.
Okay,
No,
do
but I
not
just
do that.
know that
Yes.
I just know that it can be done.
Exactly, but
So
you have to go, can Cleopatra do this? That's what you got to look at.
Cleopatra can do
Anything.
whatever, anything. And
Exactly.
that's my mindset, that I can
Exactly.
do
Exactly.
anything. But you know what, you just don't know exactly how it's going to pan out. So I guess my question was, I think you answered it for me.
Okay.
This is where my upline is missing.
Yeah.
And because what I wanted to talk to was a level 5.
Yeah.
And to say and ask some specific questions of that level 5.
Yeah.
And there right now I'm searching for that level 5 to ask. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's okay.
Well, I mean, I think you're on the right path, Cleopatra, but don't make it harder than it is.
No.
And once you've got your plan laid out, enforce it. And if it's got to change
That's okay.
in a day or a week, you just adjust
Do
it.
it. Right.
If you're having better results than you ever expected, you adjust it. So that
I'm not allowing.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm not allowing myself at all. I'm taking the emotion out.
Okay.
I'm not allowing myself to get frustrated. Nothing. For every 10 no's, there might be a yes.
Yeah.
And I'm of that mentality. That.
Yeah.
I'm just going for it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something that I just kind of got an aha moment on this week about things that we don't have power over or control over. And finally just saying, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't care. If I can't do anything about it, I don't care. I'm not going to even let it into my environment,
Right.
And that really helped me to open up my mind to the idea of just do what you can do.
Right.
And take it minute by minute if you have to. And adjust as you go. And it's okay. It's perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Do you hear me okay now?
Yes.
All right. Well, I just wanted to celebrate the win of getting here, finally listen to the Mike MJ, disperse some knowledge and wisdom. And also, the people that are here, like Cleo, sharing some golden nuggets and going back and forth with you. This is some great stuff, just to keep us enlightened. I think as entrepreneurs, we got to stay at a certain tone that will be successful. You have to be above that conservative level. Like Cleo was saying, making calls, getting the 10 no's, and having the courage to push for that yes, and realizing, that you just have to, stay energetic through the whole thing. And you mentioning that if you can't do nothing about it, you're just not caring about it. You just gotta keep moving. You can't let these things weigh you down. And I guess the other aha moment would be just to realize that sometimes there's certain dramas that are going on, and they kind of affect your momentum to move forward. So, I got to work on filtering out those things that can't be around me for me to get what I want. I think there's a saying that says, if it ain't what you're looking for, or if it's not going to lead to what you want, you let it go. You get away from it, because
if it's not serving you, you let it go.
Exactly. That's it.
Yep.
If it's not serving you, you let go.
Yep.
So,
but you gotta hold yourself high enough to say that, and not to be allowing things to enter into your little circle that
this is true.
Don't serve you.
True.
And honor you, honor yourself, because by pushing that whoever or whatever away, it's not serving you. It's honoring you to push them away rather than allow that situation to continue to harm you, is what I'm going to say, because it's obviously harming. It's not serving you, so it's harming you.
Absolutely.
Thinking that you're going to hurt whatever that is, if it's a person or a situation or whatever, and you can't own that. you have to love yourself enough to take care of you in a kind and gracious way, which I'm sure you would do. You would not be evil about it, but you have to
Yeah.
just make that decision that it's time to love Alejandro enough to say,
Mhm.
enough is enough. No, I'm
Mhm.
done with that one.
Mhm.
I agree. You'd always talk mindset, you know, and I don't
Well,
think we
that's
can.
what it's all about. I mean,
Yeah,
you can,
yeah. I
the
was gonna tell.
number one leaders in any industry have a positive mental attitude. It's a proven fact.
Mhm.
And they
Yeah,
focus on that positive mental attitude constantly, all the time.
Mhm.
yeah.
So,
And I think that's why we have groups like this, because you get like-minded people who have like positive mindsets,
Right.
and we rub off on each other. And even when one of us, might have a bad day, we're there. Remember when we talked about Alejandro, balcony people and basement people? A
yeah,
balcony person will
I
put
remember.
their hand out and lift you up and
Yeah.
won't allow you to sink to the basement. And therefore, we become deeply affected by these conversations,
yeah,
that we find a way to get through whatever it is we have to get through. And it's how can I say this? It is the multiple conversations that we continue to have with each other. It eventually all sinks in for us, and we stay in that elevated state then, no matter what.
yeah,
This is
No?
this is powerful.
yeah.
Mindset is so important. It's almost, I was saying mindset, it's almost like it's an energy. It's gold. It's valuable. You know,
Mhm.
just hear positivity being spoken, but also the the instruction of it constantly listening to stuff like what you were saying, you know, MJ saying, if it doesn't serve you, you got to let it go.
Mhm.
It's the attentive mindset, you know, you just got to be not the mindset, but the habits, you know, to get some positive plugged into your ear, even if it's,
Well, you have to purposefully choose. Pay
yeah,
attention, especially if you're around a lot of negative people all the time. That's a really
yeah,
bad place to have to live. I
Mhm.
know. I lived in it for 12 years at that company I used to work for, and I'm always trying to be
Mhm.
positive, but they drag you down. And
Right.
until I realized that's what's going on, I couldn't put my hand up and stop it. I couldn't not
Mhm.
absorb negative energy. Okay, if you guys are walking down the street and down the street, maybe a block or so, there's a gang of people that are arguing and discussing or whatever. You walk down that street, the greater chance of you getting pulled into that is higher than you being able to walk on by and just pretend it didn't happen. That's
Mhm.
how strong the negative vibration of negative energy is. It changes people in the blink of an eye. Now, just think about the power that negative energy has without intention. How hard it is to take and forcefully choose positivity and then stay in that positive frequency.
MJ, that's so hard. I've been challenged with that.
Exactly.
So
Mhm.
throughout, you
Exactly.
know, I've gone through those things, and I'm like, oh man, you know, but you know better than this. You know better than this. But the energy is so strong. That's where we fall because we feel like, not me. Is this really happening to me? Like, I know better. Like, what the
Mhm.
hell is going on? How can it happen to me? You know, I've invested all these hours of, you know, either coaching or being in the right groups, discussing the stuff, knowing it, and just being in that state. Like, I'm down. Like,
Alejandro, you have to be stronger than that negative energy.
Exactly. It's a
And
choice.
it's a
You
choice.
have to choose.
so
And let
it's a
me
big
tell
that in that I got to the talk today, you know, because this ad, you know, when MJ does ads, being in the Gold Smashers group ads, but I have to take those initiatives to get in and get get the positivity out of our meetings and make the notes and build affirmations and just stay on that mindset track. That's why it's so golden when we come together. You know, that's why it's so important. You know, when you come together, and each time I miss, it's like, oh, I know I'm missing out on something that could help me out throughout for the month. You know, but we get out of talking together and stuff. You know.
You know what came into my head, Alejandro, right now, and everybody else?
Yeah.
An analogy that when I was in junior high school, which is now middle school, okay?
Right. That's right.
And did you ever notice, you know, people that were in cliques, and that people you know, and some of those people were doing some negative things within those cliques, right?
Right.
You had to be much stronger to not participate in that clique, because personally for me, I didn't want to be associated with what they were doing, because I felt in my own value system some of the things they were doing were wrong. And so I had to be stronger. And what did I just tell you a few minutes ago, Alejandro? You have to be stronger than that negativity, you know, to persevere. So so I never was a part of any kind of a clique, because I wanted to stand on my own 2 feet and continue on my path that I felt was the best path for me. So in the same sense, do you see the analogy, kind of? You're not going to allow the negativity and the toxicity of those people that, as MJ put, are hanging out down the street. And when you pass them by, you're going to fight that negativity and toxicity and keep going, because you don't want to be a part of that. And you're not going to let that penetrate you.
Yeah, and it has to be a choice. You know, when I did the challenge, Be the Change challenge, and we worked through the positive mental attitude, it's a choice, and you have to get your thought pattern into the auto suggestion pattern, where when you happen to enter a room or bypass a conversation that's a negative conversation, you have to be sensitive enough to be triggered by it to know how to turn that into a positive suggestion or a positive statement. You can maybe hear what they're saying and think of a way that you can turn that into a positive. Pick the negative out, turn it into a positive. When you can do that, then this negative stuff that comes at you is going to bounce off, because you've got your protector there. You've got your positive mental attitude protecting you, because it's your attitude, it's your choice, but you have to practice it. And the best way to practice it is to intentionally be aware when that negative is there. Your little inborn alarm system needs to go up and knock you on the head. Say, okay, Alejandro, here's your chance. What are you going to do? How can you turn that around? And then focus on whatever it is that you can do to make it and I'm talking about not necessarily intervening. I'm talking about turning it into a positive for your own mental attitude to protect you, and not necessarily change what you're in front of. And because you're positive, because you're generating positivity, it will affect all the people that you're around. And they'll be attracted to you. The positive people will come and be attracted to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, MJ. I love that whole observation. All those points you make. Powerful stuff. Yeah, this is true, and I have to say that's probably the reason why I run out of positivity for that. You know, too much. I'm not really being consistent in feeding myself that positivity, so that when it does hit me, hey, I got backup. You know, I've been doing it within my. So just trying to get back to my DMOs and stuff. A lot of stuff has thrown me off. and I find myself, gosh, I'm not really, these 10-minute spurts are okay, but me, I feel much better doing a 2-hour run, and I have to do a 2-hour run. I'm better off doing it hour at a time. It's better than 10-minute spurts at a time for me. It's just the way, so I have to get back up on that. Yeah. For me.
Mhm.
Well, like I
Stay-
said, Alejandro, I think the best thing for you is to sit down in a quiet moment, take a piece of paper out, write down maybe your perfect day. What would you want your perfect day to look like? And then look at your calendar to see what does your day look like. Find what's in that day that doesn't serve you and eliminate it.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Alejandro, go to the files.
The files in the 12-week in the group.
In the 12-week
Yeah.
perfect week schedule.
Yeah.
And put in what is fixed, and then find the blocks of time that will work for you and put those in, and do it in pencil in case you have to erase.
Wait,
But
is that in MJ? Is that in MJ's group? In our
no.
It's
or is
part
Yeah.
of it's part of the 12-week that Gavin just
12
did,
week,
but he's
okay.
got the file under files, I think, in the group.
Yeah.
That's right. I got that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And the thing about it is the non-negotiables are I have to get up in the morning and go to work. So whatever, you get up at 5 o'clock or whatever time you get up, you got to go to work and you come home. That's a non-negotiable. You don't have power over that. So you pick all the non-negotiables that you have in your day. And then anytime in between, what do you want to be doing? If it's working your business or whatever. So let's say you've got 10 out of the home commitments, personal commitments, okay, that you've committed to, and you put them on your calendar because you consider them non-negotiables. Okay. Now you go back and you look at it and you go, okay, are these serving me? Are they serving me? Are they serving me? You have to work, so you know you can't do anything with that. But are these other commitments that you're committed to, are they serving you? And if they're not, get rid of them. That's the only choice you have.
I
Seriously.
love that phrase. Is it serving me?
Yes.
Is it serving me? Is it serving my vision? It's serving where I want to go. Is it serving that future, frequency I want to get to? I like that. This is a really good
But
way.
you got to be honest with yourself. You
Yeah.
can't kid yourself in this, Alejandro.
Yeah. No.
And
no,
you can't go, well, let's see. If I stay doing this because it's going to help me to do this.
Right.
But what is your true life goal? What is the true dream that you have to be an online entrepreneur and not have to work for anybody else but you? Is it going to serve you getting there? Or is it going to just keep you as a part of the community that you're in, that you're serving? So it's really not serving you, it's you serving that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Okay.
see what you're saying. It's like layers of it to be explored for me to arrive at a solid
Exactly.
conclusion.
Exactly.
What's happening.
So maybe the day that you're the $1 million a year earner in your personal company, now you can go join this association, that society, be a change in those organizations and help serve those organizations. That would be a wonderful thing to do. But if there's so much going on in your life right now that you're doing that's not serving you and you're not getting to where you really want to be, you got to decide where do you really want to be, and be honest with yourself about it.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Great stuff. Great stuff.
Well,
Because
it's only great if it works.
you gotta-
You know, if it's applied and it should test it and it works. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of noise, right?
yeah, well, I don't know if it's a bunch of noise.
No,
you
I'm just
know.
saying, it's got to
Yeah.
be, it's got to be something that can work for you. And if it does, you owe me $1 million one day.
Cut you a check.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a crazy invoice, MJ.
Yeah. So, but anyway, guys,
thank
I was going to
thank-
put out a post in the group about, okay, who's ready in their network marketing, direct sales business? Who's ready to start doing some email marketing? Who's at that point where they've got a
I
list,
think I
at least
made that
list big enough where
suggestion to you.
maybe they could start doing some email marketing. And if I put together a workshop, would you be willing to attend?
Absolutely. I think I made that suggestion to you in the survey you sent me. 'Cause the
Yeah,
survey-
you've been talking about email, and you had been on one of these sessions asking about email marketing too, but I'm going to put something together. I've just hit $1,000 worth of commissions from doing email marketing in 3 months.
Awesome.
Yeah.
MJ.
So I
That's
think I
awesome.
know a little bit about it, but
Right.
there's lots of free software like MailChimp. There's other ones too that have email capabilities. So I
Okay.
probably would do the workshop using MailChimp. And that's not what I'm using, but I'm going to start using MailChimp because I'm trying to build a separate list.
Okay.
Automated list is what I'm trying to build from the 4% platform. And
Okay.
but I'm going to learn a little bit more about MailChimp, but MailChimp also now has landing pages. They have a one-page website, web page builder, so you could build a landing page to automate something. But the free version only allows you to have 2,000 on your list and one audience. In other words, you're allowed one list and you can email up to 2,000 for free, which is, it's a good beginner for the beginning people. And I'm going to probably look at, because it does integrate with Facebook, where but you probably have to use the paid version to do that, where you can do stuff, I guess, on Facebook to build your list. So, and that's a totally different thing, but I'm also going to teach how I build my list from my Focus on Facebook group. And I do it manually, but you can still build a list manually from Facebook and upload it to MailChimp. If you have to pay to integrate it, you can still, just put them in an Excel file and then upload them into MailChimp. But I'm thinking of these online entrepreneurs, these direct sales reps that have a product that their company that they sell through their company website. Their company sends out an email on their behalf. It's part of their plan, part of their, and you get that email when you place the order. Thank you so much for your order from your representative, but it comes from their website. And then monthly specials, sometimes they send out an email about monthly specials, but I'm thinking of those that really, they can build their list from that list they get from their clients, from their customers in MailChimp, and then they can create their own email that they want to send out about specials for the products and so on and so forth, and help generate some extra income that way without having to do a lot of prospecting from their existing clients or customers.
Right. MJ, question. What has your experience shown you as to whether or not people actually open up emails? Because I've heard Gavin say that, a lot of people don't even open up the emails. So what is your experience with that?
I say that's negative mindset.
No.
No, I'm saying, it's
a reality.
You never know.
Though.
You never know. It's your chances of somebody opening, like, let's say, for example, you sell new skin product, right? Okay,
Mhm.
so you have new skin clients, and so you're going to create an email. Your clients or your customers are familiar with you, so they know who you are. So you're
Mhm.
going to put them in there,
Right.
and you're going to send them maybe a weekly newsletter, a monthly newsletter, or something like that, and they know it's
Mhm.
coming from you. The chances of them opening it is greater
Right.
than a cold call email.
Right.
I'm not talking
Okay.
about cold call emailing. I'm talking about people that are on your list.
Okay. No, I
And,
understand that.
and because you have an opportunity of building a list because of what you're doing, you're going to continue to grow your list. It's not like you're
Mhm.
putting strangers on that list and now you're cold calling.
Okay.
I'm
No,
speaking,
I wasn't trying to be negative. I was
no,
trying.
I'm not saying you are. I'm
Mm.
saying that
Oh.
that idea of,
I've heard like Gavin
yeah,
say,
yeah,
people aren't opening up my emails.
yeah,
So that's where I'm getting that from.
yeah,
But we can't control what they do or don't do, but you increase your possibility of somebody opening up the email and deriving what you want to get out of it. So, if you don't even send an email, then there's no chance whatsoever, right? So
exactly,
we got to try.
exactly. But because I'm talking to network marketers and direct sales reps, excuse me, who have clients and customers that are familiar with who they are,
Mhm.
I think this is something that will help them to stay in front of their customers on an
Mhm.
automated basis,
Mhm.
because it takes time and energy to continue to nurture an existing customer to keep them buying,
Mhm. Mhm.
and for you to stay in front of them. And that's the easiest way to do that
Mhm.
is email marketing.
Okay. I'm very interested in learning
Yeah,
more.
yeah, yeah.
So am I. So am I. It's really a tremendous skill set to have down and really put to use. As much as I devote a lot of time to Facebook, my main profile, but I know that it would be a tremendous investment to just invest that consistency to building a list and using the autoresponder properly. So that's
Mhm.
that's a huge skill set. Huge, huge.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
It's made a difference for a lot of the pros. And man, when it starts to make, I think it's made a difference for you, Jay,
yeah.
because a lot of the pros talk about how they have a presence on social media. And so how people go through their own things in life and they vanish from social media, but they're still seeing emails. And because of the emails, when they leave everything, they wind up coming back to ask for a service of some kind because there was ongoing, that list was fully built, proper campaigns were being sent out. And guess what? All those people that were lost that way come back through the email. And the fact that you probably have a phone number connected so you could text them as well. That's all tied up. That's all tied up. I think I know that moving forward, I really have to build on that side, the autoresponder, the email aspect, and also the fact that on some offers you make, you'll say to them, hey, the capture page will ask for an email,
Mm-hmm.
and depending on the value you're offering, you can easily ask for a phone number.
Yeah,
Because,
you can have, it depends on the form that you choose to use.
right.
The only problem with SMS is now you're talking about maybe an additional charge, number one, because of data on your phone or because of the autoresponder that you're using. So it just,
Right.
it increases the cost. But I mean, SMS, I'm not really excited about that at all because I get so many spam SMSs right now on my phone because so many of them are asking for phone numbers. They don't
Right.
say who they are. They just have this stupid message that comes in there and I don't even know who it is. I just delete them. So I'm not real thrilled about SMS. So
MJ, I'm sorry.
So MJ, you're still very much, you love the email aspect of it still.
yeah, well, yeah, you have to, I mean, it's automation. You guys got to get automated with, like I say, it's the easiest way to keep up with your existing list.
Absolutely.
How does that compare to instant messenger? Now, is email taking more precedence for you than instant messenger? Is it the same? Is one like this and one like this? Or
You're talking about, to me,
yes,
messaging instant, I mean, you're talking about Facebook Messenger?
yeah,
Facebook Messenger is time consuming,
okay.
very
Well,
time
yeah, it's
consuming.
gonna take more time, obviously, than, right.
Well, yeah, I
Um,
mean, the time that it's going to take for you to set up an account and create a campaign, the time for you would be creating your emails.
Okay,
That would be the time that, and you just have to add it to your list, let's say you're going to create, I mean, you have to decide what you want to do. If you want to send out weekly emails or monthly emails or whatever it is, or you just want to do a newsletter or whatever, you have to decide what you want to do, and then you have to create them. So when I was
Yeah.
sending out newsletters, when I was doing pottery, I would set up, I think I did like, I don't know, 4 or 5 or 6, maybe for 6 months worth of newsletters. And then I'd have to stop and I'd have to go back and I'd have to create new ones and all that. But the autoresponder that I was using, I didn't like it at all. It lost my templates and it was just problem after problem. So I stopped doing that. But it was time consuming for creating the initial, and then you just put it in the calendar and you just schedule it out and it just goes out. That's the easy part.
mm-hmm,
So you just have to make sure you have time set aside to create your emails that you want to go out
okay,
and put it in there and have them go out whenever.
okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that would be such a valuable series of training if you put it together, MJ, which I know you can because you've mastered that aspect of it.
Yeah.
But it's huge. It's huge. I can't say enough how important it is, because I've heard the stories and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so missing out not building my list. I'm so missing out. I mean, because it's like I said, that effort we put in, I'm not saying to stop our social media efforts. I'm saying we need to put more effort into the bucket that says email list.
The automation. It's part of the automation. Yeah. That's
it's
what you
part,
need. Yeah.
It's part of that automation. It's
Yeah.
under the automation aspect of what we do.
Yeah.
So I'm fascinated by it because I'm certain that it will make a big difference for some. I'll speak for myself because I'm not really using it effectively.
Yeah. See, I've got an email campaign that goes out. If you come to my margenechristiansen.com email website and you ask for more information, you get in my list and now you're on my sequence of emails. And my coachmargene.com website, the same thing.
I love that. I just love
you get on my list and I've got a sequence of emails that go out. So yeah.
That's awesome.
And but this is something I've been thinking about doing, and just to make it pretty much cost-free for everybody, because it's something that you need to be doing and learning how to do. I was going to try to put a workshop together if I had any interest using MailChimp. And most email platforms function about the same. But since MailChimp is free, that's why I'm saying I'm setting that up right now to create a list from my 4% website or hub. Because I don't want to pay $200-300 a year for an autoresponder. I'm going to do it myself, so.
Right.
But the other thing that I was going to try to put together is, let's see, what was it? I forgot what it was. Email marketing, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, Gmail. I put out a post the other day about anybody interested in a short, I'm going to do this as a lead magnet, a short video series on how to, I don't know how to say it, organize your Gmail account so you can live with it.
Nice.
Because anybody that has Gmail, when you open it, like I've got 1,000 emails sitting in there that I haven't even opened yet. Show you how you can set your email up so that when you open it, you don't see all that stuff in there. And I had several people say, yeah, I'd be interested. So I'm going to be putting that together too, but I'm going to use that as a lead magnet to get people into my Focus on Facebook group,
Yeah,
which means you respond to, yeah, you get on my email list. And then once you get into the Focus on Facebook group, it'll be in there.
yeah.
The video
The-
series will be in there.
The other powerful aspect of it is, God forbid, Facebook crashes or decides to, kick us out or put us in Facebook jail, or just decides to do something crazy like vanish. That email list should be
Oh, yeah.
a good thing to fall back on. It's old technology, but I'll tell you, it's still
It's not
a very
going anywhere.
it's still a very stable part of what we need as entrepreneurs. Very important.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And then if any content that you put on Facebook is not yours, it's Facebook's. So if you don't have it someplace else and something happens, it's gone forever.
Wow, that's huge.
Yep. Any videos that you do,
Wow.
like if you do,
Wow.
let's say you do a Facebook Live training on Facebook.
Right.
If you don't download that video and put it someplace, you don't have it. If something happens to Facebook or your account, it's gone.
Wow.
That's why I upload everything to YouTube.
Yeah, you know what I've been doing lately, MJ, Cleo, whoever else is here with us. I've been doing the video directly to my phone first.
Okay.
Then now we're at a time now where you could just post that video as you could just upload that, you could just put that video on Facebook.
Yep.
So the big difference is that I got the video on my phone. I could upload it to YouTube, and I could even just save it on a zip file or whatever, independently save it. The other way though, which I was using, which is only going straight to Facebook and doing a Facebook Live, you're saying that's dangerous because
you can. I mean, if you do what I'm saying,
yeah,
Alejandro, is if you do that after it posts, you need to go to Facebook, download it.
Okay.
And then I upload it to YouTube.
I don't know how to download from Facebook. I think I tried once.
You just go to the post, open the dots on the post, and it says download video.
Cool. Oh, I got a lot of downloading to do because most of them are on Facebook only.
Anything that you do that you want to repurpose or have for the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to have it someplace else besides Facebook.
Yeah, we so need to be up on this in the sense of this whole thing we're talking about, the automation, the email list building, these little technicalities, these things you just mentioned, really important for online entrepreneurs to know, especially those starting out or, fairly new to the game. Gosh, we could lose a lot of intellectual property in our videos. I've never heard it said that way.
Yeah.
Your videos and all of your posts, those belong to Facebook.
Everything.
They will take everything if you weren't smart enough to at least duplicate it outside of Facebook.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, guys, we've been here for an hour and what? Half an hour? 90 minutes?
Yes, ma'am.
I guess it's time for us to go. I appreciate everybody that has stayed on because this has been incredible. And anybody catching the replay, this is not the norm. We don't necessarily go for an hour and 40 minutes or an hour and a half, but we will stay for as long as it takes. I can guarantee you we will. So, thank you so much for being here. Love you guys. See you next month. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You're the best.
Love you. Be safe. All right. Good seeing you. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.